Guys, I am not a genius, but I do know how to write a killer research paper. Trust me when I say this, some of my PhD friends are actually geniuses. They can literally read their research papers once and be able to fully understand it and fully connect it to their thesis. But in the past, I was literally reading a research paper maybe 3 to 4 times before I could even understand it, and then another hour on top of that to even try to figure out how to connect it to another paper. And one of my professors kind of taught me how you're supposed to do research, and basically the biggest tip is you're supposed to connect to these papers and interact with these papers as much as you can and in as many ways as you can. Like, you actively have to be trying to figure out what they're talking about and why it relates to that field of research instead of just reading it passively. I'm going to show you guys the best way to interact with your papers in like a bunch of different ways. Okay, so this is the website. And to get started, just press this plus icon and then file upload, and then you can upload all of your papers. So I'm gonna upload all of these papers all at once. Here you can see all those papers uploading. And then in your library, you can see all of the papers that you uploaded. And I'm just gonna go ahead and sort these into a specific folder, which you can find down here. Click add to folder, and then I'm gonna just put this in my stem cell research. And then in that folder, you can actually find all of your papers sorted side by side. This is one of my favorite features about Inara because you can go back and forth in between your research, and this is easy to relate back to your thesis. And then right over here, you have the chat box where you can ask it any question. And I'm just gonna ask it a question: how do stem cells target tumor growth? And here you can see this generating, and it's gonna come back with a very long, detailed response. And here's that response. And what I love about Inara is that it's gonna use your papers that you gave it as a source. And so when you click one of these numbers, it's actually gonna take you to that part of the paper, and you know that's where the information came from.